Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. We are back with another VA Snapshot episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show, where we talk about the specific services that virtual assistants can offer different target markets. Choosing a target market helps you learn about what they do in their business, how they find their clients, how they work with their clients, and what kind of things they need help with in their business specifically. After learning the ins and outs of what they do, you can then speak much more clearly about how you can support them with your services. Why is this so important? Because when you truly understand how their business runs, then you understand how you can help them keep it running smoothly and even growing. And that really is the key to working with the target market, that you find those large groups of clients that all need the same services and the same type of support. It makes getting lots of great clients so much easier. I'm Tracy Daviero, virtual assistant coach and trainer, and in this series we are going to dive into 20 or 30 different industries and professions that use VAs. And I'll share what kinds of virtual assistant tasks you can do for them, as well as why clients should be considering outsourcing these tasks to a VA like you. Then you just need to decide who you can best support and start connecting with them. As I said, in this series, we're talking about how to think about your services from the perspective of your clients. It's easy enough to say that you provide email support, but how do your clients think about that? How much importance do they place on that thing or getting it done? Why is it important for them to get help with a particular service or that particular service? And how do they actually use that service, or how do they describe it? When you really look at things like your clients do, your messaging is going to become so much clearer to them that they will naturally understand their own needs better, and they're going to want to work with you. So let's talk about startups today and the services that VAs can provide for them. When someone is starting a business, there is a lot to do and probably not a huge budget to bring on help, but that's what can make working with a VA even more appealing. For the VA, new stuff is exciting. I find it very exciting and can lead to some really interesting projects, things like setup, organization, research, and those kinds of things. Things that virtual assistants tell me every day is the stuff that they love to do. Startups need a variety of administrative support, email management, calendar management, document formatting, preparation, those kinds of things, data entry, and even personal tasks and travel arrangements. There is quite often a lot of correspondence and connecting that needs to happen as the client starts to get their word out about their new business. Creating presentations and reports is another great service to offer or task to offer because the client can provide the nuts and bolts. You don't need to do all of their research, but they don't have to spend time doing the rest of it, the production of it. And as customers come into their business, onboarding and communication with those people is really important, especially if the company is new. The first batch of clients or customers need to have excellent support. And that isn't something that the guys in charge really should be doing themselves. It's very common to have a customer support system for online businesses so that customers can get fast answers or help with things that they need access to or information about. And of course, getting feedback is really important for any business, but it's definitely important for startups because they may need to change course in the early days to ensure that what they're delivering to their customers is what their customers want. Established business should also collect feedback, hint, hint, but when you have a proven product or service, this gets done a little bit less, but it's really very important with startups. Almost every VA's favorite service seems to be research. I know I love doing it too, but I talk to so many of you who love it. And startups need support in this area. Whether it's market research for industry trends or competitors and what they're doing, or even finding and hanging out with or locating pools of customers, customer bases, research can be a really valuable and essential service to offer to clients who are early in their business journey. Bookkeeping and accounting always come into play for any business owner, and because it can be time consuming and even confusing,
especially when it's not your area of specialty. It's often an area that gets outsourced first. If you offer bookkeeping services, you should really never be struggling to find clients. If you are, let me know. Helping clients get the word out about their business is, again, always an important thing to do, but even more so with a new business like a startup. Being able to assist with managing social media pages, updates, posting content, comments, engagement, or even running communities is an excellent way to get ongoing work that really impacts the client's business. And that's one of the things I often try to make sure that virtual assistants are clear on. What are the real benefits that the client is going to get from bringing you in to help them? Like the real benefits. We tell them all the time we save them time and money, but we don't really. We need to find the actual benefits. Like I just mentioned with marketing, support in this area can really impact their business. Why? Because it can actually help bring in clients or help clients make that decision to say yes, or retain clients that have already bought or made a purchase. And those benefits are the ones that you really want to recognize from the services you offer so that you can let your client know as well. When we can see ourselves how the client actually benefits from working with us, and by outsourcing some of the tasks that they need to do, or maybe have been doing themselves in the past, that can really help them take that step into hiring us. With marketing also comes building their audience, getting more eyes on their product or service, and getting their name out there to the people who will be their customers. And that can mean marketing outreach, email campaigns, building subscriber lists, and generating leads. Being a marketing VA can help you show that return on investment that a client is going to get by working with you. Really easy when you're doing data and reports for marketing. You can show them the benefit of working with you. Moving right along, you can provide virtual meeting support, project management, and collaboration. There are so many services that these new companies need. If you're tech savvy, website and IT are great tasks to provide for people. And let's not leave out SEO. Being found in searches is dependent on creating content and posting it to your website or blog. And that's more ongoing work that you can put out there and be counted on by your client to get it done. And don't forget, we're always looking for repeatable tasks that we can do for our clients. That's why I talk about ongoing work so much. We don't want to be doing projects with a stop and start, at least not all the time. If we do, that really means that we'll always be looking for new clients, which can be challenging. But if we find clients that we can do a little bit of work with on an ongoing basis, that means a long-term client. And if the startup takes off, then you can grow. But because startups will often tell you they don't have a huge budget until their product or service goes viral, it may be a tough sell to get a big client. But small clients are just as good. You just need a few extras. I know when I see anyone starting up a new business, the task list is never ending. It's very long and it's always being added to. But what they need to be focusing on is generating revenue and sales. And that often takes a lot more time, especially when they're just getting started. Even better if they've accessed startup grants to fund their business, actually, but be mindful that budget will often be an issue for businesses that are in their infancy. So even more reason, I say, to bring in a VA just for a few hours a week to get all the other bits done. If you can provide specialized services for business owners, even better. Many hands make light work, and like I always tell clients, I work really quickly, so that means we can increase the productivity that they would have on their own, at least by 2 times, and really often a lot more than that. It's a really good selling feature. And like I said, if you do have tech skills or organization skills, or even just plain old cheerleading skills, those can all be really good connections for your startup client to have in their corner. We need to get the word out to startup business owners that VAs can be very valuable assets to their team. This support enables entrepreneurs to focus on the strategic aspects of their business, fostering growth and innovation, which is so important at the beginning stages and beyond. So, do you want to support startups? There's so much opportunity for VAs in that community. Put together an attractive package of services for startups today and start making those connections. And be sure to tune into the other VA snapshots in this series to learn more about other industries that might be a good fit for you. Thanks for tuning into this snapshot from the Ridiculously Good VA Show. Now it's your turn to target your market and get out there to connect with them. Let them know that you truly understand their business and that you are the best virtual assistant to help them with their business needs. You are awesome. You can do it. Now get out there and find your clients.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. For more great resources for your VA business, visit my website at yourvamentor.com. I'll see you back here next time.